Hi learners, today in this video I'm going to talk about the best HR practices of FedEx. The history of FedEx dated back to the year 1971 when Frederick W. Smith realized the need for an air freight system which could deliver documents overnight. He then decided to set up his own company to effectively serve this need. The company was incorporated as Federal Express Corporation in June 1971 with an initial investment of $84 million. In April 1973, FedEx commenced full-fledged operation with its network spread across 25 cities in the United States. FedEx had suffered losses during the initial years of operations, but by the year 1976, it had started generating profits. By the early 1980s, FedEx had emerged as one of the leading air cargo carriers in the US. In 1983, FedEx became the first company to earn more than $1 billion in revenue within a span of 10 years of its inception, without undergoing any mergers and acquisitions. By 1994, it earned $10 billion in revenue. Analysts felt that FedEx was able to achieve this phenomenal success largely due to its innovative HR practices and its commitment towards the development of its employees. In the year 2003, Fortune magazine featured FedEx Corporation, a leading global logistics solution provider, among the list of 100 best companies to work for in the US. This was the fifth consecutive year in which FedEx name had figured in that list. The company had received a higher rating in areas like compensation, employee turnover, morale, and work diversity. The company in the list were ranked based on the employee survey that evaluated employees' trust in management, pride in doing work at the company. FedEx was among the first few companies in the world to develop a formal HR policy which viewed employees as a means for achieving their long-term growth and profitability. FedEx had introduced several innovative HR policies. Let us see these HR practices in the following video. Smith believed that since FedEx was a service organization, its success depended heavily on its employees. Hence, in 1973, he developed and implemented FedEx People Service Profit philosophy. According to this philosophy, if FedEx took proper care of its employees, they would provide efficient service to the customers, which would in turn benefit the company by generating more profits. This philosophy formed the basis of all management decisions taken at FedEx. In 1979, FedEx introduced the Survey Feedback Action (SFA) program to improve employee management relation. The employees of FedEx were divided into work groups, and the representatives of these work groups were asked to respond to a questionnaire which sought their opinion on management in general and their superiors in particular. The same year, FedEx also started automating its HR systems. This led to the creation of an online database called Personal Records Information System, Prism, which formed the Human Resource Information System of FedEx. By the 1990s, Prism had evolved into a fully automated, comprehensive database of employee records. It also gathered key employee-related data on recruitment and selection, training and development, and performance appraisal. FedEx followed a systematic process for recruitment and selection. The company recruited people from leading universities in all the countries it operated. It also offered internship program which groomed people for future job assignments. An estimate revealed that FedEx hired approximately 25,000 employees every year. Given the increasing number of applications which the HR department received for various positions, The old manual process in which the employees are required to fill a 20-page application form proved to be inconvenient. Therefore, in 2001, FedEx automated its job application and applicant screening procedures by developing an online job application form accessible to the applicants through the Career Center icon placed on the job portal of FedEx. The applicants could apply for positions which matched their skill set. They could apply online for internships as well as salaried positions. The applicants could fill details pertaining to their preferences. The site also helped the applicants create an online resume. The applicant information was then matched with the company's job eligibility norms recorded in the Prism, and the eligible candidates were identified. These candidates then took an aptitude test which tested their skills in basic mathematics, English, and reasoning. The written test was followed by an interview. The candidates who performed well in the interview underwent a fitness test and a background check, following which they were offered employment at FedEx. All new employees underwent an orientation program which educated them about FedEx philosophy and policies and the nature of the relationship between superiors and peers at the company. The orientation program was followed by a training program which varied depending upon the type of job the new recruits were expected to perform. The managers under whom the new recruits would work were also given instructions regarding the way the new recruit should be imparted on the job training. At FedEx, training was a continuous process for existing employees so that they could further develop their skills. In order to test employees' proficiency at their respective jobs, FedEx developed a job knowledge testing program which was conducted once in every 6 months. The employees could take the test online from any computer terminal within the company. The marks scored by the employees were recorded in the employees training record section in Prism. Prism also identified the areas in which employees had to improve their skills and provided a list of reference materials which would help them enhance their performance. Those employees who failed the test in successive attempts were required to pursue further training before they took the test again. If they failed it even after receiving training, they had to quit the company. In the mid-1980s, FedEx created a Leadership Development Institute, which developed several training programs for various levels of management cadre employees. The training courses were conducted in 3 disciplines: core management principles, outdoor-based learning, and electives. The faculty at the Leadership Development Institute, also known as management preceptors, consisted of managing directors and senior managers. In order to train the company's new frontline managers, LDI developed an 11-week management development program called Field Applied Management Education, FAME. This program imparted training in leadership and field operations. FedEx believed in promoting people from within for higher management cadres. The SFA program helped management take decisions regarding promotions, though its utility was confined to evaluating the performance of the managerial cadre employees only. In order to encourage non-managerial cadre employees to move to the managerial level within the organization, FedEx devised a unique program known as Leadership Evaluation and Awareness Process, LEAP. This program was conceived in 1988 when FedEx observed that 10% of the non-managerial cadre employees who were given managerial level tasks for the first time quit the organization within 14 months of taking up their new task. Under the LEAP program, these employees got the opportunity to assess their ability to take up managerial responsibilities. Every year, an estimated 3,000 FedEx employees appeared for the LEAP. LEAP turned out to be a very useful tool for FedEx as well as for the employees. It helped management assess the leadership and managerial skills of its employees and provided employees the opportunity to assess their leadership potential. In order to provide the temporary employees the opportunity to gain regular employment in FedEx, the company devised an online job posting system known as Job Change Applicant Tracking System, JCATS. Every Friday, FedEx posted the available job position on JCATS. Once the temporary employees posted their job application, the system retrieved their job records from Prism. Based on the records, which indicated the length of the service and the on-the-job performance, applicants were allotted numerical scores and were ranked accordingly. The applicants who were ranked high were made permanent employees. In the late 1990s, FedEx introduced an automated intranet-compatible skill assessment and succession planning program called SPEED, Succession Planning Executive Education. SPEED enabled the employees in the senior management cadre, including vice presidents and senior vice presidents, to periodically evaluate and rank the skills, preparedness, and the promotability of those employees who directly report to them and who were likely to replace them. Such employees were offered suggestions regarding the areas in which they needed to improve their skills and were mentally prepared to take up their next new positions. The employee communication program implemented by FedEx included Guaranteed Fair Treatment Procedure (GFTP). FedEx felt the need for a forum which allowed employees to express their job grievances. The company therefore developed the GFTP program, in which the grievances of employees were heard up to 3 levels of the managerial hierarchy. The employees could complain about disciplinary action, performance reviews, retrenchment, and job postings. The complaint had to be submitted by the employee within 7 days of the occurrence of the incident which is leading to the complaint. In the first stage of GFTP, the immediate superiors reviewed the complaint. The manager concerned was given 10 days to take a decision regarding the complaint after hearing either personally from the employee or through a telephonic conversation. If the complainant was dissatisfied with the manager's decision, he could challenge it within 7 days. At the second stage, the complaint was to be reviewed either by the vice president or a senior vice president of the division, who had to decide upon the complaint within 10 days. If the complainant was still dissatisfied, he could appeal against it. At the final stage, the complaint was reviewed by the FedEx Supreme Court headed by Smith. FedEx also introduced an open door policy which allowed employees to either question the company's policies or complain about them to management. The employees had to submit their complaints through an open door forum which was sent across to the management official concerned. The official had to answer the open door inquiry within 14 calendar days. FedEx performance appraisal technique was based on the 3 metrics: people, service, and profits. The people metric assessed leadership abilities and determined whether managers could provide an environment in which employees could contribute effectively. FedEx used the pre-tax profit margin as a metric to arrive at the incentive to be given to the employees. To track the quality of service, the company identified service quality indicators which measured customer satisfaction. The management also used the SFA program to evaluate managers' performance. The results obtained from the survey regarding each individual work group manager were tabulated and consolidated to arrive at a company-wide leadership score, which is CLS score. Based on the individual scores of each manager and the CLS, the incentives were determined. Thank you for watching this video. For more such interesting case studies, please visit 5 Minutes Learning channel in YouTube and subscribe.